and shallow at work with no Chesapeake Bay off. And for those of you who do know me, one thing that I've been associated with for a number of years now is BWET, Bay Water Education Training Grant Program. And so, as part of that, I do get to interact a little bit with teachers and students and all of you. But honestly, most of the time I'm kind of chained to a desk. So I kind of live vicariously through the progress reports and applications that I read, which, even though there's pictures, it's not the same, right? It's not the same as being able to interact and see sort of the fruits of the labor, so to speak. So that's why I'm really excited that we have actually 2 students who have come here today, who have skipped class to come here from North Hagerstown High School in Washington County, Maryland, Caroline and Maria. And they're going to talk a little bit about the experience that they had in doing a MIWI, although I'm sure they never heard the term MIWI before they talked with me a half hour ago, and that's fine. They don't need to know what they did, but in terms of what it was called, but they definitely can represent what it is that they did. So I'm really excited to have them come up and chat. I chatted with them a little bit earlier, made me reflect back on my high school career. They definitely made me feel inadequate, so I'm really excited to have them come up. And just to sort of complete the circle, Meg Boyd, who is from Howard County Conservancy, she helped develop this program called the Watershed Report Card in Howard County Public Schools a few years back, and BWET helped support it as well as some other organizations in here. And the program actually expanded into 10 counties? 13 counties in Maryland, including Washington County. So what Maria and Caroline worked on was a project that started back a few years ago. So I love it when a plan comes together. It's great to see. So Caroline and Maria, why don't you guys come on up? Let's welcome them because...
So like he said, we're from North Hagerstown High School and we're here to talk about our experience with our AP Environmental Science class. We will be reflecting on various field labs we did as well as our experience with MWEE. We did a study on the Potomac River, C&O Canal, and Antietam Creek. We planted trees around campus as well, and Marie and I were fortunate enough to be given the opportunity to go down to Annapolis and speak about what our school did for our MWEE and hear what other schools did in front of legislators and environmental advocates. In Annapolis, we got to study the Bay and compare the results to our own WEE. We were the only school from Western Maryland there, and our results were significantly better than those of the Eastern Shore. I know everyone really likes the bay and the beach, but we were grateful for our mountains as well. It made us appreciate the water we have and the area we live in, as well as brainstorm ways we can make the water quality better all across Maryland.
So one thing taking AP Environmental Science has taught us is how to use 21st century technology. We learned how to use various forms of technology to gather data that makes research much easier. And throughout the year, we used things like veneer probes and sensors to assess water quality. We experimented with water samples in class and tested water samples in the C&O Canal and Potomac River. The sensors and probes we used allow us to measure factors such as temperature, pH, dissolved oxygen, and turbidity, all of which helped us to determine water quality. And without these forms of modern technology, we may never have had the opportunity to gather data so easily and reliably, and therefore would never have been able to draw conclusions about our local water quality.
It also taught us achievement. We can learn about tectonic plates and the biosphere all we want, and we can ace those tests and feel achievement, but we don't really feel achievement until we apply what we learn into the field labs. When students see that the information they're learning in the classroom is useful and helps them achieve, it helps them perform better. We strongly believe that the field labs and the MWEE helped us succeed even more in the classroom. Marie and I got 4s on our AP test. If you're not familiar with the AP scale, 3 is passing, and 5 is the best score you can get. 4s are not easy to come by, but we believe that with all the field labs we did in the MWE, it made us excited to learn and to apply our information in the real world and on a test for college credit. we also learned achievement through speaking in Annapolis about MWEE. We were applauded for our research and initiative to save the Bay watershed. We got a taste of environmental advocacy and lobbying, and we achieved real-world skills through the events such as advocating, research, public speaking, and more.
One of the most important things we took away from AP Environmental Science was the feeling of responsibility to protect the environment. Through our various research and experiments involving the C&O Canal, we discovered the health of our local waters and the impact our community has on it. After weeks of analyzing data, we collected our class again to understand how much we as a community need to change our ways. Learning of the condition of the canal made us more aware of how our daily actions may be impacting the water, and today I can confidently say that we are much more educated on human behaviors that negatively affect local waters, and we can take action to protect them and advocate for the environment. If we had not taken this course and had the experience of evaluating the waters, I truly believe our class would not feel this urge to protect the environment the way we do today.
And through all of our field labs, we were engaged even more. So as teenagers in Washington County, I don't know if any of you guys grew up there, but we're dumb. We do a thing that we jump off of Dam 5 into the Potomac River. It's fun, it's thrilling. My parents don't like it, but when we learned about the water quality, we were a little freaked out. We were swimming in that. I go boating on the Potomac River every summer. I get tossed off the tube because of my lack of arm strength. And the water gets in my ears and my mouth, and when I learned about the fecal matter and everything else in the water, I was like, that's a little disgusting. So we wanted to clean up the environment and research it thoroughly. In Annapolis, we became engaged in other schools' projects. I remember in Eastern Maryland school, they painted their water drains, and for the public it said like, whatever you're putting down here is going into the bay. So it was advocating and engaging the public, not only us, but also other people, so they can become engaged in their community. We got a lot of great ideas from the conference and became even more engaged when we went back to our community on what we can do better and what we can implement. As students and citizens, we are now even more engaged with our environment from the wealth of knowledge we learned from the plethora of projects we completed.